I'm here with
Marcel Swilling.
Louder.
Marcel Swilling III.
Josh Schmidt. All right. Gentlemen, do I have your permission to record this video and record your voice and likeness for the purpose of attorney work product and litigation?
Yes.
All right. And again, this is being prepared in anticipation of litigation. It's attorney work product, and therefore we do not waive any attorney-client privilege to this entire tape. All right. So, what is the date of the incident?
It was the morning of July 5th.
Right, morning of July 5th. So, I understand you're coming back from the 4th of July festivities out the harbor.
Yes.
You come back to this train station, Rogers Avenue, MTA property, Baltimore, Maryland. And at that point, you're getting off the train, and then what happens?
As we're coming off the train, we're simply, coming through, taking everything, and we're walking down this pathway. There's a group of guys in front of us and behind us that are having a conversation. But their conversation is coded with some type of game.
Let's walk as we talk.
As we're coming down this pathway, there's a guy behind us that communicates with a group of guys that's stationed right here where this blue Rogers Avenue thing is. And they're communicating through coding of some type of game.
What are they saying?
Like C40, C safe, and a whole bunch
You said C40, C safe?
Yes.
All right.
That's what they said. So they're communicating through those type of codes. Other guys are saying something to him, but I'm not really sure exactly what they were saying.
Right.
Okay, we make a right around this bend right here, and we continue to walk down. The one guy is still in front of us, but he continues down this pathway right here and goes home. I guess he turns right after we get into the pathway.
All right, keep going.
Oh, he goes home. And as we continue to come down this way, we're waiting for the 44 on the M6 to return us to Josh's home, which is in the Woodlands. Okay, so as we're walking down this pathway, we're just talking to each other, and we stop where we see these two people right here. And we're leaning on this, on these poles.
Okay.
As in
Well, go ahead and take up positions where you were. Go ahead, take up positions, okay.
I essentially called the county cab taxi. I took to call the county cab taxi company after we decided not to catch either bus. And as I'm calling them, a young man approaches me. I want to say he's about 5'2" or so, and he's asking me questions of how much money do we have, and
another phone.
Do I have another phone, and what time is it? So as he's asking me those questions, and I'm on the phone with the county cab driver. As the conversation with the county cab driver ends, and he says he's on the way, and I hang up, I'm struck from behind by someone. I'm not sure if it's an object or not. I fall down to my knees. I fall down on my knees like this.
Hold on for one moment. All right, say that again. At the point you're struck from behind.
After I'm struck from behind, I fall to my knees, and I look left. When I look left, I see a group of guys rise. I told my friend Josh, run. After I told Josh, run, we both take off down this.
Well, hold on for one moment, because what I want to do at this point is, at the point y'all get in the exact position you're in that day. So you're there, and you're there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. You actually use his phone, even though you have a cell phone, you actually use his cell phone because your minutes cost, his minutes were free.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, you call for a taxi cab, all right? And then what do you do? At what point do you, my understanding is that you kind of leave the area.
Yeah,
at what point?
I just wanted to check to see when the M6 was coming.
Oh, you wanted to see when that M6 was coming.
Yeah.
So go ahead and walk off.
And then that's when I had to start walking.
So at about, keep walking, at about where you think he was when you got struck, let me know.
About right, where he going? There. I'm going to say he was at the steps.
Okay, gotcha.
When I got struck, that's when I fell down. Now, he can keep walking. This is when I got struck. He can keep walking. Turn around. If you look back, this is when I'm down on the ground. That's when I was like, Josh, run. This is when I'm telling him to run.
Right.
He was at the top of the steps when I was actually struck. And by the time I had told him to actually run, was when I had looked over there and he was down the steps, like actually down the steps.
Okay.
I rose up and we both took off running.
All right.
I'm running down there.
Let him go. All right, so now you're running.
Me and him are both in the buses. I don't come up on here. I don't ever want to put under the control.
Talk up for me.
We're running down the buses just like this for a while. We're being chased by, I want to say, a group of up to like 8 to 12 people.
Okay.
We're running straight down the...
Are they wearing any colors or anything? Any particular colors? Any?
So the boy that approached him had the black bandana, and one of them that was the one of them that was like trying to fight me had a white bandana. I know that.
Okay. So black and white. All right.
Yeah. And I supposed to curve over. This one I'm supposed to very left.
All right.
And then I had got stopped right here. That's when they all came on me.
All right. So hold on. So you got stopped.
Yeah, I got stopped like right about here. So area right here.
So pretty much right by this structure.
Yeah.
All right. So right about here is where you were stopped. Okay.
Which a bus came past too.
Might have been up more.
Now say that again.
A bus came past while I was getting.
What'd you say?
A bus came past while I was getting attacked.
Did the bus driver stop?
No, I actually don't think it did, because I really wasn't paying attention, but I know a bus came past. I can't remember exactly if it stopped or not.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it had to. Well, I don't know.
I mean, did it stop for you and help you?
On the camera, I don't think it stopped at all. I don't think the bus driver stopped at all. I think I did see a bus go past on the camera too, when they showed us the angle from the detective.
Okay.
The detective did give us an angle of one angle, which is I believe here or there. One of these two things, they have a camera angle that actually shows me and my friend running past their property, and it does show a bus go past a little bit after our run.
There's one right there.
There's one
there.
It wasn't there. I definitely was. That wasn't
Okay. And then there's one right there.
It was the angle. It was the angle. It was facing this.
Like one of those type of it's one of these things that's facing one of these like shelter things. It was facing one of them. I'm not sure which one it was because.
There it is, right there. See it?
Yeah, it was
right up
right
under there. Under
I'm
there.
this way.
Okay. Okay. So we've got 3 cameras right here in full view of the attack. Okay.
I don't look at any more down there, but they claim they aren't.
There's one. I see one already.
Then they've lied.
Yeah, I see one right there. You see it? There's one right there. There's one right down there.
So,
right there.
If you want to continue.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I'm running. I'm running this way.
So at the point he's being attacked underneath the structure,
See, I wasn't sure.
You've already gone.
I never know he
okay, gotcha. Okay, so you're already gone.
Right. I think first off he was in front of me to begin with, as the camera set. So he was to the right of me. As John was to the right of me, I looked back once and I seen him running like to the right.
Okay.
I was still cutting left. Now I didn't really like notice that Josh was nowhere near me until after I got to the top of the bus where that bus was turning.
Right.
That's when I realized that he was nowhere near me. But as you can see, the bus is moving. But I'm still running this way. Like I don't know exactly where they caught him at. Cause like I said, I didn't. When we were running, I never really looked back.
Right.
All I know is as I got towards this, like I said, the top of this bus loop, I jumped over this small fence first.
Okay.
And then I'm like being approached by another group of guys that's trying to cut me off.
Right.
And which is when I resort to jumping over this barbed wire fence a little more down, which you'll see as we approach.
As we get approached. So now at the point you're back there getting beat, you get away from them, and then you continue running.
Yeah, and I started running, and then like I was just gonna go straight up, but then they started coming on my right side, so that's when I just jumped the fence. And once I had jumped the fence, all of them jumped the fence, and then that's where I had got jumped at, where those like woods are.
this is me running. All this stuff is me. I know for like I was running. Because one guy chased me, another guy up here, like on this higher level, trying to, I guess, cut me off. And I'm running. And he's like behind me. So he's trying to cut me off, but he's kind of behind me in a way.
Right.
So it's like I'm in front of him, but he really can't cut me off. So I'm still running this way. And I jump over this fence. So like I said, I barely left away from the group.
Yeah, because that opening right there, that's what I was saying to myself.
Yeah,
I didn't notice it till now. I was like, oh, man.
So I'm running, and I jump over this fence. Now, when I jump over this fence, I slow myself down, obviously.
Right.
And plus, because I was bleeding, I wasn't really running full speed, because the pain started like kind of kicking in, even though I had adrenaline. So I climb over this fence. And that guy that's over here, he's kind of here now, near like near this tree.
Right.
There's one tree right here. So he's coming this way, and I'm barely this way.
All right, hold on for a minute. Hold on.
I come in these woods. I know it's right there. If I can show you my shirt, which has like all the lip marks and everything.
Right.
I cut my shirt all over this thing, and I just come through here, which is like a train yard, straight through these woods part. So I climb over this, which is where I actually cut my hand. And my shirt's completely torn up with blood and everything all over it.
Wow.
I haven't washed it yet because I just haven't been bothered. So it's like still sitting in my dirty clothes bag.
Right.
And
So
like thorns and stuff on it too.
once you climb over there,
They stopped chasing me completely.
they stopped chasing you
They left me
completely.
alone. I don't know where they went after that. Which is when I got through here in the train yard, I knelt down because that's when the pain really caught up to me.
Right.
I called out the police and my mom. And
when you called the police, what happened?
okay, I called the police and the dispatcher answered the phone, and I told her that me and my friend were attacked at Rogers train station.
Right.
She asked me, well, she just kept saying where, and I'm like, Rogers train station. She asked me, did I know who they were? I'm like, no. I said, my friend is over at Rogers train station, and we have just been attacked by a group of young men or whatever. And she's like, well, do you know who they are? And I'm like, eventually I hang up on her.
Around what time was this that you made the call?
I want to say
So it's July
about
5th.
12. I had it in my phone, but of course, you know, your history changes. It was about 12, I want to say, not 50, it could have been like 12:13 and 12:15ish.
Okay, 12:13 or 12:15.
On July 5th. Yeah, I mean, they would have it recorded at the police station.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, so I'm making this conversation with her, and eventually I hang up on her because I kind of wasn't getting the response back that I was expecting, like help on the way, but she was doing a whole bunch of other, like, I guess things to calm me down, but I was like, you know, so like really out of it that I hung up on her and called my mom. So I figured I could get a more instant response from her, which is when I told her that me and my friend Josh had been jumped at the train station. And that's when I told her like to call my mom or aunt or somebody, because my aunt or cousins, because they live right down the street from her. They live like in probably, I want to say probably about 2 blocks of the street.
Cool.
For me to get help. And after that I just like traveled up the train line until I got towards my grandmother's house. And that's when eventually when I got in there, that's when my mom came there after she said she drove around here looking for Josh. And you know, the rest I just went to the hospital and discovered that I had.
What were your injuries?
Oh, I have a fracture, and I had a fracture in this side of my jaw and this part of my jaw too, and they split my gums. So my gums were separated, and I had a fracture in 2 sides of my jaw, or you can call it a broken jaw, either way. And these 4 teeth were gonna fall out, but I had surgery by Dr. Berman to, you know, have my jaw wired shut for the last 7 weeks, and they were removed today.
How did that affect you, having your jaw wired?
So I couldn't, obviously I couldn't eat any, like, you know, solid foods per se for 7 weeks, and I know I had to eat everything had to be, you know, blended.